I see some of you are needing a little extra time in calculating this expression. That's fine. If you will simply write it on your scrap paper. Remember, the question does not have to be on the board for you to be able to enter on your remote. You use your arrow keys to move up and down, and you can always come back. And when we finish, if there are any that we need to come back to, we can. But the question does not have to be on the board. Okay, so let's move forward. And there's number 8.
I like the Smart Response because we don't always have to go to the computer lab and do ClassScape tests and things like that. And we can check homework on Smart Response, and it makes things easier for the teacher.
Okay, as you can see, we were able to quickly take your data out of the Smart Response system and upload it to ClassScape. Your scores, because it's a review, no need to be embarrassed. Our scores are on the board. If you will look at those. What I will do tonight is analyze which questions gave the class the most problem, and those will be the questions we can come back and review tomorrow as a review before we start our lesson. Are there any questions that you need to ask right now about your test, about your review? Anybody? Okay, sounds great. We'll make sure we go over those tomorrow. Thanks.
Better because I have my own personal space and I don't feel so tight.
I like using Smart Response with ClassScape because in ClassScape it takes so long for everyone to finish, and I'm just usually sitting there wasting class time. With the Smart Response remotes, it goes so fast, and a math teacher doesn't have to do hardly any work. It's really cool.
Okay, everybody, it's time for your warm-up. You have your remotes. If you will turn your remotes on, log in with your ID, and you may begin your warm-up for today. And you should see 5 questions. If you don't, let me know.
I like Smart Response because you can do ClassScape and it makes it faster, and everybody doesn't have to wait for the computer lab for people to finish, and the remotes are good.
Go forward. For each one, let's look at those circle graphs. Okay? Woo. Number 1. Your final answer should have been 5. Tell me what that first...
What I like about Smart Response is it's a little faster than computers. Gets our grades in faster, and I think the remotes are...
I like using the remotes because they show us what we need to do and our mistakes, and also because they give us our answers back right now.
In this problem, for 6 minus 3d equals -9. What's that first step? Dyslexia. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the 6. How do you get rid of a positive 6? I subtract 6. Absolutely perfect. And when you do that, what happens to your 2 6s? They explode, exactly. What comes down here? Negative 3d. Remember, that is attached to the term that is behind it, so it has to travel down with it. And then you have 9 negatives, 6 negatives, so what's that going to give you? Negative what? Negative 15. At this point, what do I do, Alexis? Divide each side by -3, and b comes out to be that +5. Okay, and from this chart, we can see that we need to do what with this question? Review it, because we have a small green area.
Educational and reliable. You don't have to do much writing. And before we had Smart Response controls, it really did put in the excitement into the work, and we like them. They're educational.
This year in Ms. Joe's class, we're using the Smart Response, and I like them because they're easier to use than doing with paper and pencil, and it takes less time, so we'll have more time to work in class, and it's easier to put it in. That's why.